So hey guys, how are you all? This is Meet and welcome to my channel. So guys, actually, uh, I'm recording Minecraft now as and yes guys, before you just forward the video and don't see it fully, I have an important announcement to make, guys, and that's and I want to say that uh, huh, I want to say that I record 30 I record for 20 26 minutes and you all don't watch it. Even I don't watch that. So guys, I have a decision, so that now I will record much lesser videos in duration, so that you all can see much videos, because guys you will tend to prefer the videos which are 10 minutes. Instead of wasting 30 minutes for in a video, you all just prefer you all just prefer the videos of 10 minutes, three videos of 10 minutes, because 30 videos are not worth it. So guys, that's the important announcement, guys. And yes, today guys, the video topic is like how to become the best in the land PvP. Like I mean to say that how you can beat other person in PvP so hard. So let's go. This is my offline mini game world. I'm just in under construction. It's not so beautiful, I know, but I use these blackstone slabs for fun. Lol. Now let's start. So guys, I hope you can see my this PvP arena. So this is the spectator area. I know it very well. Sorry. So this is a spectator area, and you can watch here PvPing two people, other people, and like this is the PvP arena. Like you can fight it, and the first tip is to get the best armor. Best armor meaning your opponent, you should have the better armor than your opponent. Suppose your opponent has a diamond armor, you should have netherite armor. But just in case, if you don't have like your opponent and you have same armor like diamond, so you should be better in enchants. The enchants I there the first the protection is the main enchant. Protection, fire protection, blast protection, projectile protection. So the first blast protection. So the blast protection, what it does, just a brief explanation. It stops you from like it gives you lesser damage from TNT. Whether like he explodes his skulls. His exploding skulls can like harm you a lot, but while wearing blast protection, it doesn't harm you a lot. So the blast protection is the best, and the fire protection, it's the best for nether, because I think so. Like if I wear full diamond armor with fire protection, I can't take damage in lava or anything. So let's try, guys. So let's try it. See this? My hearts are not going down. Bingo! The fire protection is the best. See, I don't take any fire damage. So like in the nether, it's best by using fire protection. And the next type is the projectile protection. It helps you like to. It helps you against. It gives you maximum protection against projectiles, and the projectiles refer to, and the projectile refer to that the silverfish and the endermite. Suppose you're like ender pearling here and there, and like the endermite comes, then you have best protection, projectile protection. The protection, it is just like mixing three types of protection into one. So like let me elaborate it. See guys, So like this is protection 4. So the protection 4, this is a protection 4, right? So it refers like having a fire protection 1 on your helmet, plus having blast protection 1, and plus having projectile protection 1, and these three mix up together on your armor to make a protection. This is a rough calculation according to me, but it's not accurate. So like according to me it's like, so like let's go to other point. If you and your opponent has the same armor then and same enchants, then you should be better in the sword. The sword refers to sharpness 5. Sharpness 5 smite helps you in killing zombies. No, but smite and sharpness are almost the same, and the bane of arthropods is for spiders and cave spiders. So the best preferable choice for this is sharpness. You should be having a better sword than your opponent, and of course if you and your opponent have the same sword, you should be better in your enchants. The third point is to have more healing. More healing meaning golden apples or more notch apples. You should be either having more healing than the opponent, then you have a greater chance of winning than the opponent. And if you all have same healing, then use the extensives. Fourth point, the extensive refers to flint and steel, meaning, see, like suppose the opponent is coming from here, so like he will come. So if he gets set on fire, you have a better chance. And remember, in Minecraft, even half a heart or one hit point deals is a massive it is a massive advantage for you, and massive disadvantage for the opponent. So like you can use crossbows. Bow I think it deals half a heart of damage, and the more enchanted your bow, the more good it is, and the more good your bow is, the more powerful it would be, and it would deal a lot of damage. Or you can either use a crossbow, lava, water, cobwebs, many things, like not armor. These are not armor fighting weapons. These are like extensives. I like to call them extensive. And yes, I prefer bow, because the bow takes a lesser time of reloading than the crossbow. But and yes, it deals more damage than the crossbow also. I have tested it right now. So the fourth point is done. If you have extensives, then you're good. And the fifth point it is, and the fifth and the next point is by using shields. Shields are a great deal of damage. Block a great deal of damage. Like it can block a sword, any bow, crossbow, anything. So I think you should prefer shields also in PvPing. Unless it is disabled, then it is not of any use. But shields, though it blocks your view, but it's really better. Even if you dodge one hit, and even if you have a hit advantage on enemy, you can win it easily. So the shields are a great deal of damage, block a great deal of damage. And the counter attack for shield, counter tip, means that if the enemy is also using the shield, what should you do? To disable the shield, you should either force enemy to leave the crouch button of his or shift button, or either you can take an axe, any axe, diamond of course, netherite, no diamond, and enchant with as many efficiency, maximum efficiency levels, such as efficiency 5. So what a bug. So guys, this is a efficiency 5. So suppose your player is holding shield like this. So what you will do, wait. So the player is holding the shield, okay? The shield represents a player. So let's go. So what you will do is just jump before attacking the shield. So what you will do is this. I can't represent it now. Like this. This will disable the shield for I think 1 to 2 seconds, and you would be having a greater advantage. So like enemy would be holding shift and he doesn't have a clue. So like when till the time he is like gonna attack you, you can run away and like attack him and run away, like until the time he releases shift or crouch, then you have a greater advantage. And yes guys, if you can, please use the totem of undying. It's really helpful, and it does not, but yes, it does not work when you fall in void, or like it does not work when you fall in void. So like if you're fighting and you have a totem of undying, please use it. Suppose you're half a heart, then run with a totem of undying, because if the enemy snaps you and you have and you don't hold your totem of undying, then it's a greater disadvantage. You're gonna suffer it. So guys, like if suppose the man is running from here, suppose a man is running from here. Suppose this is a pig, is the man, so he's running. So like to block him, you should like block the enemy. It's like this. So I suck it, but just leave it, because if you dodge one it's better. Like this. I don't know how I made it, but like this would confuse your enemy from behind. See. So guys, I want to say that the last tip is, I think it is last only. Like suppose your enemy is here and he's rushing. So like what you can do is you can do MLG. See, I'm a pro in MLG. Not so like you can just do MLG like I have did. So this is water. So like you can do this like to prevent him from if he doesn't land damage MLG, he would lose his hearts very bad and he would die, and you would be having a greater advantage, and the enemy would be having a greater disadvantage. So guys, like yes, you should be better in your PvPing skills. Like if the opponent is better than you in PvPing skills, he has a greater advantage. So like improve your PvP skills by playing UHGs blah blah blah, or playing multiplayer with your friend. You should be better in PvP. So you should be better in PvP. Like you shouldn't be. If you're not better, then sorry, you don't have a great chance of winning it. And the last tip is to get all the tips and to get all the advantages. Meaning you should be having heart advantage, armor advantage. Get as many advantage you can in this mentioned in this video. So guys, that's all for the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Bye guys.